Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GRPN. Groupon, we will take a look at the daily time frame. So I had quite a few requests and questions on this one today, rightfully so. A pretty nasty day. Not only did it gap down, even after the bigger gap down, it just continued to bleed and bleed and bleed. So wanted to get the chart updated here, talk about some levels of support and resistance, and that way, going forward, people can kind of have an idea of what's going on from the quote-unquote storybook perspective. So we'll first start off by talking about areas of support. And the initial area of support to really kind of just point out is that, sure, it technically closed below that pink line, but it's still well within the range of it. And that pink line is the famous 200-day simple moving average. And even if you have just a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you know that when the price is above the 200-day simple moving average, assuming, of course, you're bullish, you want to see the price stay up above there. And it's sitting right at that very important level. So quite a critical level in terms of, who's going to ultimately win out. I mean, if it can get some sideways action and then start to head back up, well, then maybe this upwards move can continue within the grand scheme of things. Because when you think about it, if the price does ultimately, bottom out right there, the previous set of lows before that would be right there. So if you picture these as stair steps, again, keyword being overall, but the overall trend would still be continuing in the upwards direction. So if you haven't kind of connected those dots, very critical level there at the 200-day simple moving average. A couple other areas, wait, where did that go? There we go, of support to keep an eye on. First level being right there at $4.10. And what I'm going to do is just create a support zone. And then the bottom of that is that support zone being down there at $4. So between $4 and $4.10 and $4, you also have this little support zone right here. So it's kind of like a triple whammy right now. You have these levels of support, based off of, let's try another color, based off of that green line and that green line. And then you also have the 200-day simple moving average. So a lot of supports hanging out right around in this area of the chart, which is why it's very important for the price to hold up above there. If it doesn't, I'm not saying this is headed down to $2.50, which within like a week, but it would not be, shocking at all to see the price ultimately, kind of drift down towards this range of the chart again, down below that $3.50 mark. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because so far the price is maintaining up above these areas of support. Now, in the event the price does bounce, let's map out a couple areas of potential resistance. First, actually, I want to scrunch up. There we go. First initial area of resistance with any sort of bounce to the upside, going to call right there at $4.50. And then after $4.50, next key level up there at the $4.80 mark. So a very busy day in terms of volume and price action. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of eyeballs on this one tomorrow. So we'll have to see what the bulls and bears have in store heading into the weekend. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.